Chef Inspire. I just wanted to talk to you guys about what's going on in the media today. All of the talk about white supremacists and all this talk about division. In reality, division is an illusion. It's an illusion. It's an illusion that certain people want us to think. They want us to think that we are divided, that, you know, this group against that group and this group against that group. And the physical is actually happening. But in the spiritual, we are all one. There's no division in the spiritual. We are people. We are human beings on planet Earth, which makes us one species. Different colors, shapes, sizes, but we are one species. And not only are we one species, we have so much in common. We live, we take care of our children, we all strive to become better, we all are working to make our lives and our life situations better. But there are people who are controlling the resources, who want us to feel that it's division, that racism is prominent. So they'll take a story like what happened and one person that got killed. Unfortunately, somebody got killed during that incident, but they blow it up and make it about the whole society and make it seem like this is the world. But in all actuality, it is not the world. It is one incident, a small incident in billions or millions of people. They want to distract you and make you stop thinking about the things that are important. Now, what are the things that are important? How can I feed my family? Why, in the last 30 years, the average American income 30 years ago was $52,000 a year. 30 years later, the average American income is only 56. That means in 30 years, we only got a $4,000 raise. Something is wrong with that. But everything went up. The cars went up, the homes went up, our food went up, everything. We are struggling just to make ends meet. But they don't want you to see that. The people that are holding on to all of the resources are trying to divide and conquer you. And the reason why they do this, the reason why your salaries have not went up when all the products have went up, is for you to become a slave. Now, how do you become a slave? You become a slave by using credit. You can't actually buy the stuff or get the stuff that you need without using credit. You need credit to buy a house, credit to buy a car. Some people use credit cards to buy food. It's an illusion, guys. And you see payday loans, all these different loan companies popping up all over the place. All of these places are owned by one or two groups of people. Debt is the new slavery. And we are focusing on white and black and Jew and Gentile and Muslim and Christian, when we should be focusing on why can't we feed our children? Why can't we have the things that we need to have in our lives? Why is it so hard to make ends meet? Why are some of us working 2 and 3 jobs and still just barely making it, when there's people that have oodles and oodles of money just sitting around buying $5,000 forks to eat their crumpets when we are suffering? Why are there people dying of thirst and hunger when there's so many resources here on this earth to take care of everyone? There is something wrong, and it's not what they want you to see in the media. It's not what they put on the news. What they put on the news is just to keep you in fear, to keep you trapped, to keep your mind in fear and disillusionment, to make you think that this world is messed up. But the world is not messed up. The world is beautiful. What is messed up is the people that are running the world, that are trying to hold you back, that are trying to imprison you and enslave you and enslave your children and your children's children. Why do you think the government now owns student loans? Most of that money comes from the government, and that's the only loan that you can't bring through bankruptcy. You have to pay that. And why do you have to pay it? Because the money is coming out of their pocket, and they know that they're going to make interest on it. This is a game, and the game is set up for us to lose. We need to stop thinking about the minor things. The things that they put on the media, the things that they put on the news, all of the things that keep us in fear and disillusionment. We need to look at the things that divide us. What is it that's dividing us? Why is it dividing us? Why is it causing us not to get together and say, well, wait a minute, there's something wrong with this economic picture here. There's something wrong when the wealth is so disproportionate. There's something wrong when 1% of the population controls 90% of the resources. There's something wrong. There's an imbalance. And this imbalance is what they don't want you to focus on. It's real. This is real. Whether you want to believe it or not, whether you want to get trapped in the media, whether you want to get trapped in all the TV shows and the things that they put on TV to make you feel secure, but in reality, your security is just one paycheck away. That most of Americans are 2 paychecks away from poverty. To wake up, and the way we wake up is to realize that our economic condition is what we need to focus on. Our economic health, our economic well-being. We need to start to think about our own money. We need to start to mind our own businesses. We need to start to become business people instead of becoming consumers. Need to stop it. And the only way that we're going to stop it is if we stop listening to the media, stop listening to the news, stop focusing on the things that cause us to feel fearful, and the things that divide us. Anything that divide us is a ploy to imprison us. Division is an illusion. We are one. We are one. All of us, black, white, Jew, Gentile. And we're all seeking the same stuff. We all have the same agenda. So why can't we come together and help each other to create that agenda and make it happen? If we demanded that these 1% of the people that's controlling the resources distribute those resources evenly, what would happen is society is set up so that within a certain amount of time, all of those resources will be back in the pockets of those who are controlling, because it's set up like a funnel, and the end of the funnel is leading into the pockets of those who are controlling society. Reality is, why can't I afford to buy the things that I want without using credit? Why haven't I only got a $4,000 raise within the last 30 years? Why can't I make ends meet? Why do I have to keep working 2-3 jobs in order for me to sustain myself when there's plenty of resources all around me? This is Chef Inspire. I hope you get this. I hope you got it. Don't focus on the media's hoopla, the media's propaganda to enslave your mind and to make you so fearful. The most powerful weapon that we have is love. When we learn to love and respect each other, what will happen is things will change. In my favorite book, Jesus said this: there's 2 things that sum up everything. Love God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul, and love your neighbor as yourself. If you do those 2 things, then all of the problems in society would go away. They would disappear. Why? Because we will be doing what we're supposed to do. Love God and love each other. Love is the answer. Fear, division, is an illusion brought on by those who want to enslave you. I hope you get this. I hope you got it. And if so, guess what? You will break the chains of slavery that are on your mind, and you will get free. Free to be and do the things that you are meant to be and do. This is Chef Inspire. I hope you get this. God bless.